You already know what this is, bro. Like, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, like, what's goody? It's my YTG. Checking in on my YTG. What's going down? It's your boy Hendrix. We got a lot to get into, man. I got a busy day. We got a lot of videos to do today because I've been slacking. I didn't do the previous videos. But obviously, post-game breakdown, post-game thoughts. I'm not wearing these because I'm trying to be cool. It's just that last night, you know what I'm saying? While watching the UConn Iowa game, I actually went out to watch the UConn Iowa game. I went to, y'all might know Yard House. I went to Yard House for like the first time. That shit been in my backyard for like years, and I've just never gone in. Those are my first time going in Yard House. They had UConn. They had the UConn Iowa game everywhere, right? I was supposed to be there with my friends. One of them bowed out to play video games, trash ass. So I was just, it was basically just me and my homegirl. Now that's fine, but every time I go out, it's like people think we together. You get what I'm saying? And it's just like, it just makes it so much more difficult to get at women I'm trying to get at. You know what I'm saying? And then I actually did try to get at, you know what I'm saying? Because our waiter was like, sorry. Whoa. Ayo. My bad. Our waitress was A-okay. You know what I'm saying? Worth the delay. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to get at her, and this chick, I said, yo, just, back me up a little bit. And I'm like, I'm finna cook, right? Tell me why, bro. I asked my homegirl to be my wingman, right? I just said, yo, just back up. I'm a complimenter. Just back up the compliment so it don't make it awkward. We about to break the ice. Just break the ice. Let me start cooking. You got what I'm saying? Break the ice. Let me start cooking. Tell me why. I start cooking. She start engaging in conversation with the waitress. I kicked this like 3 times under the table. I'm just like, who's supposed to be cooking, me or you? She start talking and engaging in conversation. I'm just like, she probably think you gay now. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, she ruined the fucking shot. You know what I'm saying? So, UConn took an L. I took an L. It's just, anyway, let's get into this game. All right, UConn versus Iowa post game thoughts breakdown. First off, salute to Iowa. UConn, man. This is back-to-back times I've watched a team that probably should have won the game, not win the game. Now, to everyone complaining about the refs and the refs sold UConn and Iowa, had the refs on payroll and shit like that. Let me say this. UConn lost by 2 points. So we got to stop the ref talk right there. All right? Just as a player, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is my philosophy, right? As a player, I don't like the ref shit. Like, if you lose by 2, I don't think the refs were enough of a factor. Like, actually lost by 2. It's not like a garbage time. And not like they were down 10 or some shit and then like they're jacking up threes in garbage time and they made it and they made the game close. No, you lost by 2 literally because it was a 1 possession game. You get what I'm saying? It's not like it was like 6 points and then y'all cut it down in like the last 10 seconds or nothing like that. No, it was a 1 possession game. You lost by 2, right? You lost by 2. I don't give a damn about the refs. I don't care how bad the refs are. That's how I look at it as a player. So not just to the fans. I get people want to see certain teams win. People are going to complain, yada yada yada. But as a player, if I'm going into like the locker room post game with my team and it's just like we lost by 2 and my teammates are mad at the refs and some shit, I'm just like, hey, bruh, you went like 2 or 4 from the line. You get what I'm saying? Like, I put it back on us. Like, what the hell did we do wrong? So Paige actually did the same thing. She was just like, I don't think the game comes down to just that one call, right? The game comes down to UConn had 14 turnovers, or UConn, didn't hit their buckets really, and UConn could have made a shot here or there, or could have got a stop here or there. So Paige understands that, which is why I fuck with Paige, right? She understands. She put it back on the team, right? She put it back on the players. Now let's just talk about this call that happened. All right, this moving screen, the offensive foul on Aaliyah Edwards. Was it a foul? Yes, it was a foul. But here, y'all, I got a problem. One, because Gino did not. He could have 200 IQ'd that play. Aaliyah didn't have to set a screen, right? So let me just say this. It was a foul. Okay, it was a foul. Aaliyah, the reason the ref called it is because Aaliyah moved out of her frame. You get what I'm saying? If Aaliyah just stood there and just like, because she's running at Gabby, right? It's a little fake slip screen action, right? Which I think should have been a slip screen, but a little brush screen, right? If Aaliyah stood there and like stood within her frame and like bodied up, you know what I'm saying? Gabby, even though she wouldn't be really obstructed, like 100% obstructed from getting to Paige, Gabby would still have to go around her. What Aaliyah Edwards did was kind of like run at Gabby, and then usually if you're running at someone on a screen, like the ref is waiting to call that shit. You get what I'm saying? But Gabby, like Aaliyah runs at Gabby, and then like, you know what I'm saying? Is it an offensive foul? Yes. Is it a late game situation where you're not supposed to be calling that shit? Absolutely. You get what I'm saying? It's the clutch, the last potential last shot of the game. Yeah, I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I understand that you don't want to end the game off that. You get what I'm saying? Like, I get that. I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't understand that. Like, Celeste, you shouldn't be making that call. But my argument is Aaliyah Edwards made the call obvious. You get what I'm saying? Here's something that a lot of the bigs I know, like, that set good screens. This is something that, I follow the WNBA. If y'all know Niara Sabali, who plays for the New York Liberty, she does something a lot of like high IQ bigs do. So Aaliyah Edwards in the same situation, right? Knowing in the back of your mind that when you run at a player, like the ref is ready to call an offensive foul, like ready to call like a moving screen. So what you do as a big, and I told my bigs to do this too, but watch Niara Sabali, she does this all the time. What she'll do is run to the spot, like wherever she's going to set a screen, and instead of moving your body in the way, all she does is widen her base. So she runs at the player, right? Runs at the player. The player's coming this way. Instead of like a lot of bigs will move their body into the way because they want to get in the way. But what you really have to do is just boom. You know what I'm saying? So you're setting this screen, boom. You just stick your leg out. That's all it is. So boom, instead of boom, I'm moving my entire body out of frame. It's just a simple step. And see how I'm still in frame, and the ref can't call offensive foul. The ref gonna call offensive foul if I'm going here. But if I'm going here, now it's like I'm just creating a wider screen, right? So the ref is not really going to call that. So Niara Sabali does that a lot. And if Aaliyah Edwards did that too, she would have made an effective screen just off that as well. So there was no reason. A lot of bigs try to check up top, upper body when they set screens. But it's really, to me, it's really about like lower body. It's about like mid body. Like you want to make sure your frame is like here, right? You never want to go out of your frame because the ref is ready to call it. So you want to, you know what I'm saying? It's literally like a little step. So Lear runs to the spot, step, stay still, effective screen. Gabby doesn't get to Paige. You get what I'm saying? Now, on that play, Gino, Gino, you could have put, oh my goodness, this play, if I find a clip of it, I'll put it in the video. But this play, oh my gosh, I'm watching it. First of all, at this point, right, I'm like a whole Guinness bottle in, and I think a shot of Casa in, right? So I'm, shit woozy, but I'm looking at this play, but I'm like, ain't no food in the stomach either, right? So I was like, we had to order pizza because I was just like, again, I didn't eat all day. I'm watching this play. KK Arnold is curling to the hoop. Paige is coming off the Aaliyah Edwards screen looking for that shot, right? Looking for that fadeaway. Something tells me she would have cashed the fuck out that shot, and she probably would have. Gino, you could run the same exact play, fire up ahead, Nika curling, returning to find Paige. Have Aaliyah Edwards set a brush. You were down one. Have Aaliyah Edwards set a brush screen for Paige, because if you all watch Hannah Stokey, now when they run those I'm forgetting the name of the play. It's really like a strong side hammer, right? But when you watch those plays, usually those plays are to screen the guard, get the ball to the guard coming up for the shot. They run the same shit for Steph Curry all the time, right? Steph Curry and Klay all the time, right? What you can do right there is force these players. It's crunch time, 100 miles per hour, everyone mind spinning fast. All you got to do is watch the opposing team's big, because what the opposing team's big is usually going to do is, oh shit, Paige is coming off the screen. Oh shit, Caitlin Clark is coming off this screen. Oh shit, Steph Curry's coming off the screen, and they're going to run to that guard, right? Knowing that, why not have Aaliyah set a brush screen for Paige. That way, you get 2 options instead of 1. You get what I'm saying? So here comes Aaliyah Edwards. It's a brush screen is basically like a fake screen. Like you come to the spot, but you leave before you even try to make contact with the guard, right? So why not come up to the spot, have Aaliyah Edwards brush screen that, like move. Now guess what the defense has to do? Oh shit, Aaliyah Edwards is rolling to the hoop as well as Paige is coming off the screen. Who do we check? Now the defense's discipline is really tested. Like the defense's discipline and their IQ is tested because it's just like, okay, where does the guard go off the brush screen, the little fake screen? Where does the big go? Does the big go to challenge Paige? Does the big back up and potentially leave Paige open for 3? That would have been 2,000 IQ, bro. Brush screen that. So guess what? Now Aaliyah Edwards is rolling to the hoop uncontested because Stokey is looking at Paige like I can't leave Paige open, right? Aaliyah Edwards is rolling to the hoop. Now on the weak side, instead of curling KK Arnold to the paint, who was it? I think it was KK Arnold. Who was in the corner? Oh, Ashlyn. Okay, so instead of KK curling to the paint, right? I want, since Ashlyn is shooting really well this season, I want KK setting a hammer screen hammer on the weak side. So if KK Arnold's player for some reason comes off of her and tries to play the help defense on Aaliyah as she rolls to the paint with the ball in her hand, Aaliyah Edwards she definitely has enough IQ to fire that pass to the corner. Ashlyn Shade wide open corner 3 potentially. But at the same time, I feel like the option to just give the slip screen, the slip pass to Aaliyah Edwards rolling to the hoop, you probably would have won it on an Aaliyah Edwards layup. So my whole thing was like, I felt like the play was great play, but why run the standard quick hit play? Like Aaliyah, you're down 1. That's my entire thing. You're down 1, so you didn't have to go for a Paige Beckers 3, fall away 3. You get what I'm saying? Like you could have just given it to Aaliyah Edwards, attack the hoop, put the pressure on the ref to call a foul. So my whole thing is like that play was, I saw it and I was just like, are they really gonna give this to Paige? Like this tough ass shot to Paige? Why not have Aaliyah Edwards slip to the hoop, see what she can do with it? Because one, if that is the option, why are you curling KK Arnold to the hoop anyway? So that's when I was like, when I saw KK curling, I was just like, oh, this wasn't a screen. This wasn't a play that had Aaliyah Edwards as another option, because they wouldn't curl KK Arnold to the hoop if Aaliyah Edwards had the option to also roll to the hoop. You get what I'm saying? So that's when I saw it and I was just like, oh my gosh, Gino, you could have had this play that would have been fire. But there are people going off on Aaliyah Edwards and like Hannah Stuelke's Aaliyah Edwards' mom and shit. I'm just like, first of all, I won't go that far, but who the hell let Hannah Stuelke drop 23 points? Who the hell let Hannah Stuelke? Now, I'm not saying that because I think Hannah Stuelke trash or nothing, but like Aaliyah, we're going pro. Who let Hannah Stuelke drop 23 points? The entire game plan, I told y'all, stop Clark's teammates. Put a plan in to limit Clark, which is what UConn did. Great job, UConn. That Nika was going crazy. But you see how Caitlin Clark kept getting to her right-hand floater off the glass? Double thumbs up. Perfect. That's all I need you to do. I need you to keep Clark in that region. I don't care about her. Keep Clark in that region. They put in a plan to limit Clark, right? Now her teammates. Oh my Lord, Kate Martin. The defensive game plan. I said limit her teammates. Dog, just limit her teammates. It's not about Clark. You get what I'm saying? Put in a plan to contain Clark, right? Then worry about her teammates. The same way y'all scramble, y'all lose your minds trying to chase Caitlin, you have to do the same thing for her teammates. For instance, I'll give y'all a small example for y'all to get this picture, right? Usually, what do they do out of an inbounds? Just out of an inbounds regular bucket, other team out of inbounds. They run to Clark, right? Phase guard. Nika runs to Clark. Phase guards the hell out of Clark, right? And what do they usually do? Clark usually, points is just like have someone else take up the ball. You have to also run at that second option too. You get what I'm saying? You can't just, if you run at Clark, it's just like, oh, we're taking the ball out of Clarkson. No, you gotta show the same attention and same attention, but the same aggression to run at that second player too. So it's like, no, we're going to face guard you, Clark, yes, but your teammate's not going to get it easy either. So we're all up on the inbound pass. We're all up on Clark because we want to take the ball out of Clark's hand. So hell, we could pull off the inbound pass defender and put that on Clark as well because we don't want Clark getting the ball. But guess what? We're gonna blitz the hell. No, not I shouldn't say blitz, but we're gonna cover the hell out of that second pass. Whoever's bringing the ball up, Gabby, Kate, whoever. We're going to blitz. I got to stop saying blitz. We're going to cover that player too. So we're going to face guard that player too. So we're going to treat her like Caitlin Clark too. Because if you can limit Clark, you have to take her teammates out of the game. And you did it perfectly. You limited Clark. What she dropped? 21 points, 3 of 11 from downtown. Not really a good game by her standards. Great, you did that. But you didn't stop her teammates. A falter, she's high efficiency. She's a very high efficient shooter. Like, one, I'm guarding her like I'm going to guard Clark. Again, not with the same. And I said, you don't have to be like uber aggressive or nothing like that because that can also get you in trouble. You just got to make sure you have a plan to contain her, right? But I'm going to guard Kate Martin like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to guard a falter like that. Stokey, you don't want her to go off because, you know, she did drop 45 points in the regular season. But she's going to get most of her buckets from the flow of the offense. So fuck it. If Hannah Stokey and Caitlin Clark go off, it's just like, okay, cool. But they're not the reason. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to kill you. That's what you expect. Most of Hannah Stokey's buckets come from the flow of the offense, come from Caitlin Clark assists and shit like that. So if they're consistent, if they have a bad game or somewhat decent game, they're not going to be the ones that hurt you. Who are going to be the one that hurt you? Gabby Marshall, a falter, Kate Martin. Now, Gabby Marshall didn't have a good game, but Kate Martin, Kate Martin, bro. Kate Martin, they said Kate Martin carried. No, Kate Martin, I was drinking. I was just like, did she hit another shot, bro? Fake turn around, fadeaways. I'm going to the hoop, spin move, floater. I'm just like, what she have for breakfast? Because I need that. What was she on? Can we focus on that? Like, I know Caitlin Clark gets a lot of praise and shit, but what the hell was what was Kate Martin on, bro? She was on, and I'm thinking she like 7 of 9 or something, like 9 of 10 or some shit. She only like 5 for 11 with 11 points. But I'm just like, every bucket down the stretch, Kate Martin is cashing out on. Like, no, Kate Martin, she delivered, but it goes back to my game plan. Limit Clark, cut off her teammates. Kate Martin went and she got busy. It's kind of hard to stop that. But look at a falter, right? Gabby Marshall didn't have a good game, but look at a falter. Look at Stokey. Look at Kate Martin. All decent games. Clark, below her standard game, but all 3 of her teammates. And they didn't go into the bench much, obviously, but all 3 of her teammates had decent games. Problem, you gotta take out one more. If you took out one more teammate, imagine Kate Martin doesn't make some of those shots down the stretch. You lost by 2. You gotta take out one more of those teammates. You get what I'm saying? So if it's gonna be Hannah Stokey who's shooting 9 of 12 from the field, shit, might as well take her out. She's shooting the most efficient. It had to be one more. I said take out her teammates, bruh. I said that, and now UConn going on. LSU didn't do that anyway. Now, moving on to UConn. UConn had 14 turnovers. I don't want to hear shit about a ref. You had 14 turnovers. 1, 2, Gino, horrible play. Should have run a brush screen for Aaliyah Edwards to go to the hoop. Would have been 2,000 IQ. 3, Nika Mule. Shouts out Nika Mule. She went 50% from 3. She went 3 of 6 from 3. That was huge. Like, Nika, like, that would have been your game right there. 4, Ice Brady. Holy, bruh, am I the only one that was watching that shit? Like, damn, like, UConn could, like, win this. Just Ice Brady, high post, Aaliyah Edwards, low post. I'm just like, they should have been fucking with this in the season. Like, during the regular season. But then it goes back to coaching again. And here's where I'm going to get on the coaching's ass. You have Ice Brady, right? You can't just throw a player into the trenches when you haven't done that the entire season, right? She averages 17 minutes a game. She only played 40 minutes, I think, towards the end of the season as they were trying to rest the players. Through the tournament, she's played somewhere around 15 to 19, 15 to 20 minutes, right? Now, here she is in this game. Now, her defense needs work, obviously, but I'm looking at Ice Brady's game. Ice Brady is like, she really got a nice game. Like, she got a beautiful mid-range shot. She good passer, big body. Like, Ice Brady's nice. Like, I actually fuck, like, that's a huge pickup for UConn, but y'all should have been developing her, fast tracking her development in the season, because she and Aaliyah Edwards could have killed, like they actually could have killed that game. They could have ended that game themselves. But because she was kind of like defensive liability a little bit, it kind of hurt them. But it kind of reminded me of, like, this is how LSU should have been playing, like, high post. Well, LSU was playing double low post, and that shit was working. When they went to high post, low post, when they went to high low with their two bigs, with Anissa and Angel, that's when the shit stopped working. So, but for some reason, I think because Ice Brady has a nice midi, it was working. So it's just like, okay, we got to pop out on Aaliyah. We got to pop out on Ice. So if you pop out on Ice, like, Ice, like, feeds it down to Aaliyah, easy layup. That shit was working. Why the fuck did that stop? Why, Gino, like, you should have been giving Ice Brady minutes to the point where she is comfortable in the trenches and she has enough run time that a game like that she doesn't fuck up in. You get what I'm saying? So the entire tournament, y'all didn't have crazy teams to go up against, right? Your tournament run was relatively easy. So you should have been giving her, Gino and coaching staff should have been more than prepared Ice Brady to be comfortable in those situations. Because from what I've seen, the average fan could look at it and be like, oh yeah, she played okay. It's just like, nah, like, I see mad potential. Like, what she was doing was crazy. You should have made sure she was ready for that moment. That's all I'm saying. Anything else for UConn? UConn, great season. Obviously, they say Paige was limited as well. She's a star player. She's going to get limited. But UConn did everything they needed to do in order to win that game. Except limit her teammates. One more teammate, UConn, y'all would have been in the finals. One more teammate, y'all would have been in the finals. In terms of Iowa, man, the teammates stepped up, bro. This is the underrated part of Iowa. Like, yes, it's Caitlin Clark, but Caitlin's, like, teammates are actually decent too. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, look at Kate Martin. Look at Kate Martin. What the fuck was that? Her teammates are nice too. You get what I'm saying? So Iowa, man, I'm nervous because I want South Carolina to win. I do want South Carolina to win, but here's how life works. You hear all this talk about, can Caitlin Clark be the GOAT if she doesn't have a championship, right? Everyone's saying what? No. She's not the GOAT if she doesn't win a championship. Everybody going to say no, and it's going to end up Caitlin Clark as yes. Caitlin Clark going fuck around, beat South Carolina, win a national championship, and go to the WNBA. Bro, if Caitlin Clark win this shit, bro, she's going to be called the GOAT. Like, they're going to call her the GOAT. I see the fuckery. You understand? I see it. They're going to call Caitlin the GOAT if she wins the national championship. And I don't think that's accurate. She has a great case if she wins that national championship, but I don't think she is the GOAT of women's college basketball if she wins that shit. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I want her to lose. It's not even anything against her. It's against, I know how y'all stay. I seen y'all Caitlin Clark fans. Y'all more annoying than Celtics fans, and I'm a Celtic fan. So it's like, I know how y'all stay. If Caitlin wins, they're gonna call her the GOAT, and I'm not here for that. You know what I'm saying? But that would be a hell of an argument. I'd beat the best team in the nation. That would be, I would have a difficult time trying to argue against that. Get what I'm saying? But that's all I got to say. My eyes are probably red as fuck, bro. I can't look into this damn fucking. Okay. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. If you all enjoyed it, you know what to do. Subscribe if you're new. If any of my hoop purists in there, get in the comments, man. Like, let me know what the fuck y'all think, man. I really want to talk about that last play. Fuck the moving screen, but think about like, can we break down that last play like I did? Let me know what y'all think, man. If y'all enjoyed it, you know what to do. Subscribe if you're new. It's been your boy Hendrix. I'm out of here. Take care. Be good. Peace.